Are you someone who is struggling to find the right customers for your product and services? Then that means you are actually not targeting the right kind of customer base or finding the right target audience for your product and service. In order to do so, you need to first understand these things and actually implement it. The first and foremost important thing is, what are you exactly selling? Yes, you will see that when you ask a lot of people, what exactly are you selling? They will say, oh, I'm selling this, I'm selling that, I'm selling everything. Okay, under the sun. There is nothing specific. So let's say if you are selling a certain kind of product, a certain kind of service. Let's take for an example. So you are selling some kind of fitness products, fitness related products. So let's say it's an active wear or some kind of instruments like the dumbbells and other stuffs like that. Or you are specific into the fitness segment where you are selling the food aspect, the food products which is related to the fitness and health. Typically the people who go to gym, who go for workout, cardio and all these things. So when you be very specific and when you have the clarity as to what exactly you are selling and when you can define it properly, then it becomes easier to convey that to the right kind of target audience. That's the first basic step. When you're defining your product and service, one basic and most important core element of it is, what is the problem that is solving? So let's say you are in a service-based industry where you are providing consulting services in terms of helping people get the right kind of documentation for their career in outside India or something like that. So that is very specific. So you are actually solving their problem in terms of the documentation, in terms of the process and everything. In terms of, let's say, product services, right? Let's say you are in an industry which is solving the problem of obesity. So you are actually providing certain health food items, okay? And what is the problem it is solving? Is it solving obesity? Is it solving some kind of other health related stuff? Because see, when we talk about health and fitness, it's a huge domain. In that, what is your domain, what is your expertise, and what exactly problem is your product and service solving? If you can be very specific to that, nothing like that. Because then it gives way more clarity to your target audience than any generic definition might give. Now, in this segment, there is this third point, which is, when we talk about what is the problem that is getting solved through your product and service, there are two aspects to it. That is, it is solving a genuine problem, okay? It is providing a solution, or it is actually catering to a desire. So that means, in short, whether it's a need or a desire. I'll give you a classic example. So let's say in the beauty industry, right? You have different kind of treatments for skin treatment, hair treatment and everything. So these are solving problems. In the same industry, beauty industry, there is another thing which has just gained so much of popularity, which is the nail art. Now, technically speaking, it's not a problem, but it's a desire that is getting solved. So people go to these nail salon and nail spa to get their nails done. So it is not just a manicure sort of, but you are actually getting the false nails attached to your fingernails. So if you think about it, if you look at it, it is not a need, it is more like a desire, but it has created its own market. It has its own set of target audience who are willing to pay for it. So you have to be very clear on this aspect as well when you are defining your product and services. And basically, in layman's term, what exactly are you selling? So are you selling the end result? That means, are you selling a transformation of a person? Are you selling the solution of their problem with respect to finance, health, relationship, anything, okay? So what exactly are you selling? When you define it, when you package it in a manner, it becomes very, very, very easy for your target audience to understand. Now, coming to the next aspect is, where do you find these target audience? Now, before we're getting into the target audience, it was very essential for you to define what you are selling, because if you don't have the idea what this product and service is doing exactly and what is the end result it is providing, it will be very difficult for you to actually match the target audience and the products and services. So now the next step into finding your target audience is as simple as go where they hang out. So what is the segment of your target audience? Is it like luxury segment? Is it more like student segment? Is it more like housewife, corporates, professionals, manufacturers, retailers out there? Who are these people who must buy your product and service in order to get what they are looking for? Okay, so go and look where these people hang out. So let's take for an example, your target audience are typically corporate professionals. Where would you find them? And when would you find them? So Monday to Friday or the weekdays, they are typically not available. But during the weekends or Friday night, you will definitely find them in some cafes, some restaurants, pubs, etc., nearby their offices or in different places where typically they hang out. Now, let's say if they are students, where would you find these particular students? Where would they typically hang out? Now, this is the offline we are talking about. Similarly, it goes for online modes as well. Where would these people hang out? If they are professionals, corporate, etc., would LinkedIn be a better platform? If the target audience is somebody else, Instagram, is it the better place where they are actually hanging out? What kind of Facebook groups they are a part of? Okay, what kind of communities they are a part of? So when you start drilling it down, when you start breaking it down, it becomes easier for you to actually narrow down the places online and offline where these people hang out. And all you need to do is just simply go and find them, go and approach them over there and see what they are doing there, their behavioral pattern and the kind of stuffs that they talk about. Like, for example, now this is the next segment when we are talking about the target audience. When you are trying to reach them, when you are trying to build a connection with them, the first and foremost important thing is you need to know what is the language they speak. That means what are the typical problem statements they keep on repeating. Like what? I don't have time to do these stuffs. I don't have time for doing all these documentations. I'm facing these kind of challenges. I don't have time to take care of my health and fitness. So if I can get some easy remedies or things like that, it would be better. So these are the typically problem statements that they talk about, they think about. Now you have to first contemplate as to what they are talking about. Once you know this, now you have to work on the solution statement. So, okay, fair enough. If you're not getting time to take care of your health, particularly like going for exercise extensively and working out, etc., is there a better way, a faster way where you can actually take care of your health? Maybe some kind of food products, right? Maybe some kind of a packaged meal and consulting. So now what to say, when to say, and how to tell them. So this is how you actually make the entire package with the clarity and knowing the problem statement and the solution to it, and then you approach them. The final step is validate. Means do some tests, talk to them, ask them questions, and give out some free samples or give out some kind of services and see what is their feedback, what is it that they are liking, they are not liking, are they willing to pay for it. You will know, okay, so the problem is there, the solution is there, but they are not willing to pay. So that means it might be not fitting that kind of target audience, or maybe they are not understanding the way you are presenting it to them. Okay, so when you do this small tests, call it a pilot project, you can just call it testing period. When you do this, what needs to be modified? Because it is not that there are no target audience out there, the customers are bad or something like that. Most of the time what happens is there are right kind of products and services, there are right kind of customers and clients available, but they are not getting matched properly. Imagine you are trying to sell a Ferrari in a village. Who is going to buy that? And imagine you are trying to sell something at a place where it is not even relevant, or people don't understand it, or people don't even need it. So who is going to buy that? This is one of the biggest gap areas that people face. And the point is, they do not do enough research or the back-end work, which I just gave all the points right now. So now your work is to go back and list down these things, match the column, because when we are defining the target audience, what are we defining is, okay, let me share this aspect as well, the demography and psychography of a potential client. That means from which region they belong, what could be the age group of these people, okay? Is there any cultural significance to it? What do they like? What they do not like the problem statements that we were talking about. What kind of income group might they belong to? So when you chart this entire thing, this together gives you the demographic and the psychographic of your potential target audience. So when you actually sit, when you think about it and look at all these information, look at all these strategy, you will very easily know where to find them, and then you can make a plan as to how to approach them, and then you can sell your products. When you do not do this, when these things are not clear and you just fire in the air, of course it is not landing you the right kind of target audience, and that's why people suffer. So hope this helps. If you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, it's there on Amazon. Go ahead, read it, and you take care of yourself. If you have any questions, do let me know, and I hope after this, you will find your right target audience and you will start selling them. Thank you so much. See you soon in the next video. Namaskar.